Testing, mic check. Cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns. Hello, friendos. My name's Nez, and we are once again back at it again after leaving the Endfield mines. Technically, I still have access to the beta, but I haven't really felt too much urge to play any more of the Endfield beta, considering that Endfield is going to be Soonfield very quickly. But we are once again back at it again for some more Arknights because we got some new content. We have a side story. We got fantasy in the Mirage finally arriving on Global. We got things to do. We got things to read. We haven't done our pulls yet. I don't even know if I'm gonna pull for Liaji. Last time we saw her, she's no longer a Tianchi. She quit her job. So there's that. But anyway, we're back at it. Also, IS6 is coming very soon. Is it out now? Is it here? I'm not quite too sure. I haven't paid attention to IS in a year. I have not touched that game mode in a year. Don't even mention SSS though. That's a different story. That can die in a fire. But IS6, maybe it's time to finally make the comeback to IS gameplay. Maybe? No. But anyway, we do have new characters. Well, alters of characters. We got new skins. We got new furniture, most importantly. But also, should we pull? So this is the standard banner. No one gives a shit about the Colonel banner. What is going on with Liazi, the Thunderbringer? What do you even do? You're just gonna enter the standard banner and then spook us whenever we're gonna go for a limited one. Are you even worth pulling right now? The 50% might be a lie regardless. Am I willing to risk 180? 180 pulls for a Liberator. Wait, Liberator? She's like, Uncle? Okay, she's a Liberator. Tiles within the attack range have a 10% chance every second of being struck by lightning. Huh. Dealing 100% of her attack as arts damage. Takes off when the unit's skill is not active? What? What is... Take off. Cannot block ground enemies. Will not be attacked by them. Can block She's a flying Liberator? Okay. Also, she gets 7% more attack when she's on skill. Call to account. Upon skill activation, all ground tiles within the attack range are struck by lightning. Dealing 100% as attack to all enemies and then frightening them. Okay. Attack range increases, physical damage, 3 charges, no one cares about skill 1. Attack range expands to all ground tiles up to 3 tiles away. Attacks up 4 targets. Every lightning strike during the skill. Stacks up to 25. What? 250% more attack? How often does lightning strike the same place twice? That's something. 250% extra attack is kind of wild, but there's a build up to it. And it only lasts 36 seconds? So how often will that hit, actually? Every lightning strike during this skill gives attack 10%. So it takes account the passive. So tiles within attack range have a 10% chance every second of being attacked. This is not a bossing skill. If you're attacking only one enemy, 10% chance within 36 seconds is just about 6 seconds of uptime. No, not 6 seconds. 3 seconds of Wait, my math wrong. Around 3.6 seconds of uptime. So, on average, versus one enemy, you're gonna get 30 to 40% up. Just 4 stacks. If you're attacking only one enemy with her skill 2 talent. Which is not great. So she's a lot better when fighting mobs. Because the more enemies are in her attack range, the more lightning will drop. And then she gets her damage up. It's a mobbing skill. It's not a bossing skill. Is there skill 3 a bossing skill? Attack range expands. Attack interval greatly increases. Attacks deal 300% of attack as physical AoE, generate electric currents at the target's position, travel 3 tiles in all 4 cardinal directions. So as a cross, generate electric currents at the target's position that travels. Interesting. Creates a cross. Bounce back if they're hit. If they hit this unit or a high ground tile. Wait a minute. High ground mechanics? Bouncing off high ground tiles? Hold up. That's a damage multiplier. If they bounce back, that's basically double damage. If they bounce back again on another high ground tile, that's triple damage. Hold up. All enemies on a tile with a current take... Oh, with a lightning current. Take 70% of Liege, the Thunderbringer's attack as arts damage every second. It's arts damage. I mean, Uncle is overpowered mainly because he does true damage. He could just run through bosses. I don't know about the scaling on just pure arts damage. Even if it has high ground multipliers. 15% chance to be frightened. I mean, I guess the frighten helps, but frighten is just the balanced version of silence. And silence is overpowered. Frighten is just a micro stun on default attacks. So I don't know how valuable Liege actually is. I don't know. This one does not spark joy. Maybe we'll just skip on this banner. Not quite too sure. It's not like we need any other Liberator, considering Uncle exists. Wow. Damage creep. Hard to beat. Frighten? There are more efficient ways to get crowd control. But then again, this is role compression. You could have both a Liberator plus your crowd control operator together in one unit. That's role compression. So, if you don't need pure damage and you're just better off just stalling like a few more seconds with the Frighten, I guess? I don't know. I guess it pans out. But overall, maybe there's something I'm missing about the whole she floats in the sky bit. But it does seem like she scales a lot better when there are a lot of enemies. She's a Liberator for mobbing, while Uncle is a Liberator for bossing. Which I get. I'm not really sure whether... There are lots of mobbers in Arknights. I'm not sure that's that relevant. Anyway, she does not spark joy, so I don't think we'll be pulling for her. She might just, I don't know, spook us sometime in the future regardless. So there's that. Ooh, we got new skins. What's going on here? Multi-theme outfit. We got Coral Coast skins, X0011. Alright. Oh, we got Lynn's skin. Papi. Ul Papi. With his Epoch skin. That's how my mans looked like during the Seaborn War. They brought back all the Coral Coast skins. Well, some Epoch skins. And a bunch of pay-to-win trash. Okay, so... Oh my god, Lynn. What skin am I using on Lynn right now? Oh my god, feet. They got the rat toes out. They got the rat dogs out. What? Why is that? What? Why are the fish? Is it a green screen? The fish are digitized? Okay. I'm just gonna see. Is this worth replacing my current skin on Lynn? Rat. Oh my god, it's also live 2D. Oh, you're gonna make me pay for a second live 2D skin. Oh. Which do I like more? 011 or Coral Coast? Also, dogs out. Man, they just want to drain me of my OP dog. Why did it have to be like this? Why must you be like that? What? I love both of these skins though. But also, dogs out. You know what? I just convinced myself. Dogs out! Great. No shame in this one. Fine. Lynn gets... Sure. Yeah. Right. Where is she? Just put her on the screen. There we go. Wait a minute. Why is it covering? Excellent. Perfect. Wait. We need at least one fish going. What the fuck are you looking at? Excellent. Perfect. Okay. Wait. We have to put it a bit up because there's voices. Wait. Adjust position. I want to include the fish. Okay. Perfect. Excellent. Any other skins worthwhile? Alright. Ulpapi. Oh, Ulpapi, you're not even live 2D though. What's the current skin I have on you? Do I even have a skin on you? I don't have a skin on you. This is your first skin. Fine, take it. Take my OP. Give me the fishy Dilf. Fine. Rhodes Ulpianus war during taking charge of the Abyssal Hunter program. The consul's transformation is already complete, yet the ceremonial sword in his hand has great and on a great way. Perfect. Anything else? Quora? I haven't played with Quora in such a long time. I don't know about that. Posey skin! Is this our first? Hold up. I don't know about Quora. I haven't used Quora since year 1. So, I don't know about that. Am I already using Posey skin? It is the campfire skin, but it's not Live 2D. Why must he do this? This one's moving. That means it must be more valuable. Beside tree. Oh, she also has her dogs out. Why? What does her turrets look like? Also, doctor in the skin. Who's that? And who's this? There are 3 people on her skin. She also has her dogs out. A sheer robe woven from Yanni's muslin, paired with a magnolia hairpin. Return to seclusion, brush in hand, beside spring's window. The mortal realm meets ethereal dreams. Okay, I don't know about this one. I mean, this one shows thighs. This one shows feet. It's an apples oranges kind of thing. I'll probably wait for it to come back. Any other skins? We got reruns. I think these are just reruns. All the other Coral Coast skins. Okay. Anything in the furniture shop lately? Ooh, Blue Country Study. Oh, it's... Is that Suifi? The school's collection room recreated according... Oh. Is she starting a school? Is that a spoiler? Is she starting a school? Okay. You know it. It's not like there's any other uses for those furniture parts. Okay, I think that might be it. Unless there's anything else we want to check out. Yeah, I haven't really used core in a long time to warrant getting this. She has a big backpack! She's a kappa. She's a turtle kappa. How do I... What? Oh. Beside dreams. Amongst lotuses. Proviso. Coral Coast is wilding out. Okay. I think that may be it. We're not gonna pull. We got our skins. We got our furniture. And I think it's about time to start our story reading of fantasy in the Mirage. Last time, I mean, without getting into the spoilers of the whole of the whole 40-year conspiracy. Last time we saw Liegi. She quit being a Tianchi. And that's all we know for now. For now. I don't know if this has anything to do with the Sui or waifu's dad or whatever other plot lines are happening in Yan. Surely, we're gonna have a mix. We're gonna have a web of stories to go through. A tale of grotesqueries. Is this it? Okay. Gujun. Okay, so how many chapters are there? And how many can we get through today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, it is waifu's dad. And characters that have not been introduced yet. What the hell are you? Right. Okay. Volume up. Let's start. I'm gonna sip my coffee. Wait. Hold up. Are we back in? Are we... Wait. Is she finally gonna become playable sooner or later? The other tiger feline girl? Our tale begins in a modest tea house. Its building hardly tall enough for the 2 floors it's split into. The interior is simply furnished. The space neither cramped nor bare. 10 wooden tables, meticulously laid out, seat 6 each. The tea stains have been scrubbed as much as they'll permit. It all speaks to a diligent owner. The tea house's server casts ladles of water across the floor as he mops each and every tile to a mere sheen. It seems a while since the tea house last welcomed the guest. One wonders what sort of customer could warrant such a conscientious welcome. And with perfect timing, they come in. Generic Bandit A, Generic Bandit B, Generic Server A. 1, 2, a party of 2. Welcome. This way. Would you like a pot of tea to start? We're fine. First things first. Is this Mangshan Town? It is Mangshan Town. Are you the shopkeep of this place? The server? I'm the server. Keep not in. The keep is not in. It's like I'm hearing myself echo. At least you give answers. One more question then. Did a stranger from outside come by today? They did? When? What did they look like? Right now 2 people, both bandit-like. Wang Batan, don't you screw with us! The bore of a man's temper flares and he throws a hefty palm across the server's face that sends him crashing to the floor. But the server does not anger in kind. He calmly picks himself up and stands up again, like none of that just happened. What strange guess you are. No tea? No wine? It's beyond me to serve you then. Kid, be nice. He just works here. Check the kitchen in the back. Close every door shut while you're there. What are they looking for? Who are these bounty hunters looking for? Take it easy. Of course we want tea. But we're waiting for someone first. We need to have our tea with her. Who? Oh, Hujun. Ha! It's probably... Oh! New Livery Woman! Hold up! That's playable character sprite material. What the hell? They're making new livery women in Yan? And in short order, the proclaimed +1 arrives. Clever girl. Oh? Scarcely has the girl stepped inside to look around when the tip of a crossbow bolt nestles against her back, and the point of a machete to her throat. Look at that. It's the Liu brothers. Who knew I'd bump into you here? The Liu brothers? I think you wouldn't have come if you didn't know. Still, good to see you. Now stick around. Server boy, shut the door if you don't mind, and hang up a closed sign. Then we'll take a pot of tea. Here's your tea. Take your time. The three blades of wind and cloud treating me to tea. All the Heartlands know you. I feel like a VIP now. Shame it's just the two of us now. A few days ago, you framed our trio with that secret tome. That sick three-hole gangs and the human garrison on our asses. 100 men, maybe more, all hunting us down. I made it. He made it. Our youngest brother died outside of Baizhou. So, what could we do but invite you for a cup of tea? Absolutely. We should say cheers to our Jianghu heroes for making it here. Here, may I toast you two with my tea in place of wine? And then after meeting on such good terms, we can pardon them too. You need to shut the... Oh wait, that's the other guy. Let's cut the chit-chat. Still have the secret tome? So you caught wind of the deal? Is that why you were waiting here for me? That's right. And what happened to my guy, Mr. Pooh? Don't tell me you killed him. Yes. And there's nothing I can say to convince you that you don't want this tome. You already screwed us over once. We don't get this tome today, then the wrong you stuck on us and the death of our third brother will go unanswered. Alright, now I'm curious. Do you find heroes really know how this tome came to be? Of course. Rumor has it, the Grandmaster of Human who perfected the martial arts wrote all his learnings in a tome for waiting out of the Jianghu. Fuck, they're fighting over here! They're fighting over Big Bro's book! Bro! Go watch some kung fu movies or something! But then again, this is also like the first tome of the first martial arts, or perfected martial arts. Not long ago, that tome finally fell into the commoners' hands, though almost no one could actually say they've seen it. We brothers did some asking around too, all signs painted to you having the tome. So presumably you two want the tome so you could master the ultimate kung fu? Claim first under heaven? What I'm asking is, what will this do for you in the long run? Will you rule the Jianghu with an iron fist? Will this avenge your dead brother? Or are you going to duel to the death once you realize there can only be one first under heaven? You're pushing your luck. Bring it out. He says, making a subtle show of the machete again. To which the girl can only shake her head and sigh. She pulls out a small parcel from her travel bag. Its rectangular dimensions are those of a book, no doubt. Fine. It's not like I needed the tome anyway. I was just going to sell it to, well, anyone. So, fine, gentlemen, what's your bid? Because, as a note, the last buyer I lined up set a high bar. She says, gesturing a 7 in the air. I have a better offer. Your life. Sir, there's no reasoning with you if you do business like this. As I see it, it's already a very fair offer. If my info's right, the Grandmaster's tome was meant for the general leading the human guards. I don't know how you got your hands on it, but it can't have been legal. We're bandits, fine lady, and you're a crook. We do us, you do you. Justice and injustice are both above our pay grade. Oh, you're no fun. Alright. I really screwed the hound on this one this time. You've got the stuff? Can I go now? Not yet. I may not be a delicate man, but I know a trouble magnet when I see it.
If I let you blab about this to the entire Jianghu, I fear we won't live to train as the tome instructs.
Well, if you can cram it a little and get a little smarter too, who knows?
Save some jibber-jabber for your next life. And if there is a next life, remember this. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. What the?
They were poisoned! By the server! The man can hardly process the sight of his machete dropping to the ground. His unwavering grip has never betrayed him throughout his grueling years in the Jianghu. Yet now he can't even hold his own blade.
Ugh, shit, bro. I think someone here poisoned us.
I mean, never trust open drinks from someone you just punched to the ground.
I poisoned you.
Wait a minute, she got poisoned too? Producing a hemp rope from out of nowhere, the server silently busies himself. In a flash, the three incapacitated guests are bound up like Zhongji on the plate and deposited neatly in the corner.
Figures I'd mistake you for a tea house server, sir. My eyes must be going bad. Poisoning us so finely. You must be a Jianghu old-timer too. Tell us your name. If we're dying, at least we should go out knowing.
You weren't mistaken. I'm just a tea house server. No Jianghu old-timer. My friends call me Hu Jun. Oh, you're Hu Jun.
I imagine you know Mr. Pooh too?
He's one of those very friends.
Ha! One more thing, if you don't mind. This tome. Why do you want it?
To leave this town. It holds 520 families, and going around visiting each one takes 2,900 steps. For years upon years, neither number has changed at all. I want to get away from here. But if I want to leave, there needs to be some change. If I want some change, I need this secret tome.
I don't understand what you're getting at, sir.
No matter. It's not as if all the realm was made for human minds to comprehend.
Yeah, fair. We've fallen to you. I admit it. Kill us or whatever, just do what you like.
Whether or not you admit you've fallen to me doesn't change anything. Bookish teen? Sir, you've gotten what you came for. Why bother taking anyone's life? Oh, hello!
Who are you? When did you seat yourself?
If you'd have my name, it's Yun Chiping. I was just passing through on my travels. I've been sitting here since noon, actually. You were just so fixated on the secret tome, I naturally didn't enter your sight. Catching sight of the elusive boy, Hu Jun grips his dagger tight, but following a moment of thought, he lets go again.
I have no reason to fear you. I treated all the water in the tea house. You should be poisoned too.
You wouldn't need to fear me anyway, sir. I'm just a scholar who couldn't even trust a featherfowl. There's nothing I could do to you in a fight.
But you insist on saving these people?
Yeah, I ask for you to look down on them with kindness and not kill again.
These people are not good people. If he'd gotten the tome just now, he would have silenced everyone else the same. He even said so himself just now.
They may be utter scoundrels, but surely your heart is still a good one, sir. So why sully your own innocence for them? You just hand them to the authorities, and justice will take care of the matter, of course. As for the secret tome, I swear I'll keep my mouth shut. How about it, sir?
The way you talk reminds me of my friend. He's a good person. You must be too. But for now, I cannot trust you. I won't kill you, but I will ask you to step forth so I can tie you up.
We're just doing this? Hold up. Knock on the door. Extra guest.
You didn't want trouble, and yet troubles come knocking. No noise, or else all four of you are dead.
Others? Is Liaji just gonna bust through? We're just walking through the front door.
Excuse me, is this tea house closed for the day?
Fade to black. Dear Auntie Qingyan, I hope this letter finds you well. I heard about your resignation. I don't know the specifics, but I admire you deeply for your courageous act. No wonder Mother always exhorts me to follow your example. To make a long story short, I have something urgent I want to entrust to you in this letter. An old friend of mine, called Housekeeping, came with me to Baizhou. We've been due to return and report back to the Sui regulator, but 3 days ago, he went missing. Well, we found him. My friend is a very careful person. Going AWOL like this is unusual to say the least. I fear for the worst. Based on the clues I've found, he was last headed out to the city via the north edge, in the direction of Mount Mang, same as your return trip to the Tianji Bureau. I was going to search for him myself, but the Sui regulator has been inundated lately, not to mention whispers of another incident in Father's army. I was about to say family. I'm all but stuck here. You're the only one who could help me find my friend's whereabouts now. Auntie, I've enclosed a photo of him with this letter. If you find him, I beg you to contact me ASAP. Yours in due deference, Zola. Blessings. May your health be sound and your vacation merry. P.S. Please show up at your next reunion dinner, Auntie. I'm sure Father and Mother are eager for the story surrounding your resignation. Wait, they're family? Just realized that. Hold up. This is a pretty dreamy landscape. At the back of my mind, I was like, are we back in a painting? That morning. No, never mind. This is just how Yan looks. Well, some parts of Yan.
The nerve of this boy, now he's sending me on missions. Courageous act, but nonsense. No respect for elders.
Before she knows it, Ling Qingyan has set foot into this strange town. It's a rustic one, low buildings littered about, few wander the streets. The scene here is a still and peaceful one.
Did Mount Mang always have a town like this at its foot? This is odd. I lost signal as soon as I entered. I didn't think the Tianji Bureau had missed any nearby towns with any signal towers.
Hold up. Maybe I wasn't wrong. Hold up. Context clues be damned. I feel like we're in another painting. Where are the biddies, though? Maybe we're not in another painting. Young lady, young lady. Huh? Oh. Grandpa.
Young lady, I've never seen you before. Are you from outside? How rare. How very rare.
Correct.
Are outside visitors infrequent here? They used to be. Lately there's been more.
I'm not surprised. The entrance to this town is very remote and not marked on any maps to boot. Sorry, do you happen to know the way to the nearest Tianji Bureau?
Tianji Bureau? Can't say I've heard. Can't say I've heard.
Can you point me to the road out of town then? I didn't take full note when entering and I lost my way when I came by the time I thought to look back.
Out of town, out of town. I don't know. I've never been out.
You don't know?
Slow down, slow down. Have a pancake. Take your time, look around. Everything's done when it's done. No rushing it.
Okay, we're in a mysterious town in the middle of nowhere.
I'm assuming you live here. How long have you lived here for? Me? Oh yes, I do. I've been here since a pastry lit the first fire in my belly.
Lit a fire in your belly? Thank you, I'll keep looking.
Young lady, pancakes fresh from the oven. Have one.
No thanks, I'm not hungry. Did you just dig that out of your pocket?
That pancake is oven fresh. It's done now. Well done now.
Okay, pocket pancakes. Sure.
Ouch, this is scalding. You're holding this to your chest? No rushing it. No rushing it. Go back to looking, young lady, until you're heated through just right.
Okay? Weird grandpa with pocket pancakes?
Excuse me, wait. 8,991, 8,992, 8,000... Ah! Careful! Are you hurt?
Gaze fixed on the ground, a young woman walks headfirst into Lin Qingyan and promptly stumbles straight to the ground, where something falls out of her clothes. Lin Qingyan immediately checks her over and turns to look back, only to find the old man with the pancakes is nowhere to be seen. Mysterious pancake man disappeared! Where are we?
Umbrella! My umbrella! Mister told me not to let go of my umbrella. Here, and this letter. It fell out of your sleeve?
The girl hurriedly takes her umbrella, then, with difficulty, stuffs the letter back into her sleeve. Lin Qingyan looks to the clear blue sky.
Try and stand up, young miss. Let me help you. This girl's so light. How far did I count just now? 8,993? 8,994? 8,995? Young miss, are you alright? Do you need me to take you home? Home? I can't go home. I promised to meet him at the tofu stall. Oh no. He told me it was a secret, to protect it with my life, not to tell anyone even if they beat me to death. Did you hear that? Did you hear about my secret meeting with him at the tofu stall? That's your personal business. Let's say I didn't hear. Oh, thank goodness. I'd rather not get beaten to death. Where did I count up to? 8,996. What are you counting? He told me to count to 9,000 when I go to meet him, and once I do... Oh no, I said it again! I'm going to get beaten to death. If I'm not missing something, I think beat you to death is just a brand of Yanni's hyperbole. Unless you're telling me, miss, you believe your life is in danger. 8,997? 8,998? 8,999? 9,000! It's time! I'm off to see him!
Right. There's something strikingly odd about the people in this town.
What's this? Is this the letter that fell out of her sleeve?
Classified scoop, not for prying eyes.
Wait, miss!
This is way more advanced than the last painting we were in. But we're definitely in some genjutsu.
Hujun, I'm here to see you.
Shh, quiet. This way.
Hujun, why did I have to count to 9,000 before seeing you? My lips are chapped from counting out loud now.
I had no other choice. That's the only way you know to keep track of the time. Did anyone see you come here?
A bunch of people, but none of them know I was coming to see you.
Get the stuff.
Yep, in Mister's cabinet. Second drawer, it said classified scoop, not for prying eyes on it.
Perfect. Give it to me.
Alright. Oh no, I can't find the letter. I must have lost it on the way. That's alright. I read what was inside. It said 3/4 past the hour of way. Deal at the old tea house.
You sneaked a look at the contents, and you lost the letter itself.
What's wrong, Hujun? You're crinkling your forehead up so hard, it makes you look terrifying. I don't like it.
You sure that's what it said? The time, 3/4 past the hour of way.
Yeah, I can't actually tell the time, but my memory's really good. Hujun, what's wrong? Say something. Do I have to count to 9,000 again before you stop ignoring me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, stop that.
Hujun, I really don't like you being this way. Your face looks so scary.
Hold up. What is going on? Wait! Why? Xiao Shu.
I trust you dearly. If everything goes smoothly, I was planning to get out of here with you. We could leave together. But you're not ready yet. You haven't learned to keep secrets. That's why I can't. What are you doing?
You can't hide it from me. Your eyes are wet, Hujun. You're hurting a lot, aren't you? Mister says when things get wet, I shouldn't jump straight to wiping them, but I can help by blowing on them. Are your eyes a little drier now? You held my hand too tight just now. Now there's wrinkles in it.
Goodbye, Xiao Shu.
What? 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 Hello? What? Did he?
This is the direction she went. I know it. How did she lose me so fast? She said she was meeting up at the tofu stall. That should be right. Ah, there.
Far across the alley, Lin Qingyan spots the umbrella the girl was sporting. She hurries over, intending to return the lost letter, but as she draws near it, it becomes obvious. The umbrella lies forlorn on the ground, the girl unaccounted for. Bro, what kind of genjutsu are we in? And you're still around? You didn't leave the town, apparently, with the secret tome.
Welcome. This way. Sit wherever you like.
I asked because I saw the sign hung up outside. Are you closed or not?
If a guest comes for tea, then we could hardly keep it closed.
Oh, so those were the events leading up to
the incident. Would you like a pot of tea to start?
No, I don't think she wants to get poisoned. The scent of the green tea is positively pungent. Lin Qingyan reaches a hand but stops.
You're the server of this tea house. Do you have time for a few questions?
Please ask away. I'll do all I can to answer.
I see this tea house is situated in the most bustling part of town. Why close for the evening in the middle of the afternoon?
We play it by ear, you see. Sometimes nobody wants a drink of tea.
But what if a customer was coming here for something other than tea?
Sometimes our guests need a shelter from the rain and a spell to rest. They're welcome they're welcome inside to sit for a while, yes. Drink tea or don't, but if you don't take tea and you don't plan on leaving quietly, then the problems begin.
That's fair enough. Make me wonder. Did you get any troublesome customers like that today before closing up shop?
I guess they all drank tea.
Last question. It just caught my eye, honestly, but there's what looks like a spot of paint stuck to your lapel. You're a tea house waiter, not a studio painter. Where would you get paint like that on your clothes from?
Paint? What do you mean, paint? I swear, dog, if we're in yet another painting.
And one more thing. I happened to see this color of paint today on an umbrella. You look awfully anxious. What's the matter? I mean, look at the time. Didn't you close it ages ago? Your deal. I mean, 3/4 past the hour of weighing.
Oh. Brain working in overtime, Hujun promptly flips the table up, cutting off Lin Qingyan's line of sight to him. It's just long enough for him to scramble like mad to the upper floor. Halt! Help! What are you?
You.
Wait. Hold up. Heartless swordswoman. She's also got the weird mist.
You have the secret tome. So he tricked me. Give it to me. Hold up, is she? What is she? Liberi? Can't quite tell. I feel like she's Liberi. You asked for it then. There's an extra person.
Thank you, Deputy Minister Lin. I never imagined I'd run into you here.
How do you know me? Wait, hold on. You're Yun Xingbing.
I've heard much about you from Zhuo. It's an honor to finally meet.
But according to Zhuo Le, you're missing.
Missing? Did Zhuo not see the letter I left him? I really feel like I should have foreseen that.
Set that aside from now. What's going on here?
The three beside me got into a fight, I think, over some kind of treasure, and then...
3? What do you mean 3?
Then Xingyan glances over again. There's 2 bandits bound up like a fowl, but all that lies next to them is a pile of severed hemp rope.
Well, that's strange.
Curses!
Did they get away? No, they're still tied up there. Who are we chasing? Hujun. Lin hurries out to the street, where a good few townsfolk are milling around to see what the commotion is. She hears a single sharp strike. She sees someone crash through the upper floor window and fall to the road hard, right in front of the tea house's entranceway. She fully expects to see someone injured, possibly even a corpse, but all that greets her eyes is a pile of shattered teapot shards. They dematerialize? Hold up. Where are we? What's going on? Fantasy in the Mirage? Which Fahrenheit is involved? I mean, 9 times out of 10 it's the Sui. But also, there are still some Fahrenheits hiding out in Yan. Mr. Pooh. I will sip my coffee. To quote, once written word and painted scene fall to the masses to critique. All time itself might well as end. Once wear and lacquer bear appraisal by street vendors, the injustice should damn us all. But who, my potted brother, who? I'm no such common folk, if I might say. And when in all the days we drank together did I fall victim to the wine? Tell me, how did I ever do you wrong? Without you now, my drinking friend, where do I find someone to share a toast again? Sigh.
Mister, bad news! Hujun's dead! When did this happen? How could this? It was in the tea house he always stays in. He was sent flying from the 2nd floor and fell to his death. It must have been that wicked woman who did it. She'll probably come for us too. What do I always teach at this school? Don't speak lightly of what you never saw. You didn't see it with your own eyes. How could you jump to conclusions? But mister, you also told us to deduce everything we can. That wicked woman's been killing so many people. How could Hujun's killer be anyone except her? Deduce everything you can is for logic. Not for happenings, and especially not for people. You wouldn't want others to turn their malice on you. You should imagine others wouldn't want your malice turned on them either. That is reasonable. But if a person errs, and you say thus they can do nothing but err, that is not reasonable. But never mind that now. We'd be talking a lot longer to cover all the ethics here. We have more pressing matters at hand. Hujun fell from the tea house and perished. Did anyone collect his remains?
Wait. They just know this is what happens?
I definitely saw that part with my own eyes. After Hujun fell, a woman dressed like a Tianqi picked up the pieces and took them away.
Pieces? Wait. Okay. So Liaji picked up the broken teapot shards?
What is a Tianqi doing here? This is no laughing matter. You sure what you saw? Absolutely, definitely. The Tianqi was right there when Hujun fell. And then after that, I even saw the Tianqi going around asking people things while carrying his corpse. What a rotten, rotten turn. I fear we're in a bind now that he was seen. But as long as Hujun's remains are with that Tianqi, and above anything else, we need to find some way to get him back. You mean, you want us to steal Hujun's corpse from the Tianqi? How many times have I told you? Let's refer to the remains of our deceased as remains, not as corpses. Also, say purloin, not steal. I've taught you this too. If it's for your own selfish sake, it's stealing. But if it's... No, never mind. We're short on time. That Tianqi will be here any moment. Do as I taught you. Each of you, go take your places.
Hold up. Hold up. Are they... What's that concept again? Are they Sugumomo? But that's a Japanese concept. Where inanimate objects gain sentience after long enough time. But also, throughout a lot of the Sui events, we have been fighting living teapots and living inanimate objects in gameplay, so... Fantasy in the Mirage. I don't know why I'm saying that in the same cadence as 6-7. I'm even doing the hand movements.
Pardon me, you must be Mr. Pooh.
Silence. Lin Qingyan is silent as she enters the tiny schoolhouse, and stays silent as she proceeds to carefully scrutinize each and every object. After enough time passes for an incense wick to burn out, the elderly teacher sat watching her finally can't help but ask.
Excuse me.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lin Qingyan, Judici, Tianqi from the Tianqi Bureau.
She lied as easy as she breathed.
I guessed as much from your dress.
Do you often chat with Tianqis, Mr. Pooh?
There is a Tianqi bureau neighboring this town. Townsfolk's lives wouldn't be much without the care of your Tianqis, hence why I recognize. And, Tianqi Lin, what exactly brings you here today?
This may sound funny, but something odd has happened on my very first day here in Mangshan Town. There's a tea house in the south with a server named Hujun. At 3/4 past the hour of wei this afternoon, he poisoned 4 customers and held them hostage. I just happened to witness it, and right as I was going to apprehend him, I saw him plummet from the 2nd floor with my own eyes. I ran over to see where he'd landed, and all I found was a shattered teapot. I thought I must have been seeing things, but the fact of the matter is, multiple other people saw what I saw.
So you mean someone fell from upstairs, died, and turned into a broken teapot? Now that's one for the history annals. Tianqi Lin, would you let me have a look at this teapot?
Lin Qingyan reaches into her bag, brings out a wrapped bundle, and sets it on the table. Mr. Pooh is moving to take it when Lin Qingyan suddenly places a hand on it.
One moment, please, sir. I'd like you to answer a few questions first.
Of course, Tianqi. Ask away.
While making my inquiries about the deceased, a lot of townsfolk said they knew of Hujun, and that you and this Hujun were apparently well acquainted. What plagues me as odd is I reside in Baijiao most of the time, just a stone's throw away from the foot of Mount Mang, and yet I've never heard anyone mention Mangshan Town. and there's not a single official tending to this town. Everyone resolves their disputes here instead at your school. It sounds to me like you hold quite the sway here.
Nonsense. Nonsense. Tianqi Lin, I can answer all your questions now. This town used to be lively in the old days, but time marched on, and Baijiao kept on building itself bigger and bigger, until all our youth ran off to the city to find work, and left our town population to dwindle. We still hang on to the town title, but fact is, we're only 500 or so households. Factor in the nearby Tianqi Bureau, and we never do get disturbances. Hence why the Imperial Court left us be. As for myself, I read a book or two in younger times. That's all. I was a penniless scholar without enough knowledge to pass any entrance exam. So all I could do was stay there, teach the children to read and scrape by. So it's been years. The folks call me Mister like I'm a wise man. They come to me when they run into trouble or want a penny for my thoughts. Makes me feel like a house of cards.
I think you're too humble, sir. Bringing up the youth is a virtuous thing. You have every right to be proud of yourself. But something I've noticed, sir. Your collection in here, the books, calligraphy, paintings, antiques, curios, stationery, none of these things are just your average wear.
Well... no, you're mistaken, Tianqi Lin. These are presents from my Tianqi acquaintances. Odds and ends from all over, mixed up in one place. Just a little odd. Nothing valuable per se.
I see.
And the Hujun you mentioned... Watch out!
What? For some mysterious reason, the candlestick suddenly falls over on the table, almost splashing its scalding wax on Lin Qingyan's hand. She bolts up straight, only for her chair to flip about too, narrowly avoiding tripping her. Seizing this single moment, Mr. Pooh swaps the bundle with uncanny swiftness. Wait a minute! They are Sugumomo! They're inanimate objects! Which means... the girl. The girl counting to 9,000, she was an umbrella.
What am I seeing?
Tianqi, are you alright?
Wait, was that student the chair? Wait a minute. Or was he the candlestick? Wait.
Everything in here is far too cold. Most of it's wonky in some other way or other. Forgive me.
No matter. Now, where were we?
Oh, the Hujun boy. Yes. I can tell you he's a friend of mine. He's the waiter at the old tea house. Decent at brewing tea. You would call him a drinking companion of mine. Be it tea or wine.
Do you know if he had any enemies?
I've no clue. The Hujun I know is a down-to-earth person. But one person talks to another and the dish bumps the bowl and, well, maybe he said something that riled someone up without realizing, or owed someone money for a few days too long. Who can go through life without making a few enemies? No, I can't help you there at all.
Is that all you're willing to tell me, sir?
Well, it's not a question of willing. You see, this is all
Save it. You're an example for us all. I don't want to coerce you into doing anything that'll ruin that. Think twice before you speak. That's all I ask. When you're willing to converse with me, sir, we'll meet again. Pardon me for tonight. I'll excuse myself for now.
They're not gonna trick a Tianqi.
Mister, is the Tianqi gone? Is she leaving us alone? Yes. So, did you get Hujun's remains?
After a moment, Mr. Pooh warily withdraws the bundle from under the table and opens it with care. Inside is not a single shard of teapot, only a pile of pebbles. Oh! He got tricked.
This Tianqi Lin, she's a smart one, and a sincere one. So be it. I'll have to make another quick run. You look after the place. I'll be back in a flash. Mister, can we help with anything? Very well. Come on.
However, though, Hu-jun seemed self-aware enough to want to leave the village. Also, that mysterious swordswoman killed him, apparently. She's also a resident of the town. Maybe she's a sword. Maybe she's an inanimate... Well, she's a pretty much animate sword. It's the dead of night, and Lin walks through the empty streets. If anyone is out at this hour, they'll see something most curious. Behind the Tianxi, at a distance at 10 steps, a hand broom leans on the wall, and for reasons unknown, wherever she goes, the broom stays behind her, by that exact distance. What is this, prop hunt? Bro! They're playing prop hunt? A broom is following her? But never mind why domestic hand broom is languishing outside. There's a single embroidered shoe on the roof too, pitter-pattering as it follows the broom, and then a calligraphied character on the wall, following the shoe. Hold up. Why is this a setup for a joke? A broom, a shoe, and a calligraphy character all walk into a bar. And behind that, a jumping shoulder pole, a rolling medicine bottle, a clattering rattle drum, and at the very back of this bewildering procession, who should it be but Mr. Pooh? They all stop outside the door to an inn. Mr. Pooh, the Tianxi's gone.
She went into this inn. I can confirm that, but we couldn't find her when we looked inside.
Mister.
Oh, it was a roof tile, not a shoe.
Did you see the Tianxi?
No. I saw that wicked woman. She came after us.
What?
Found you.
What? The mysterious swordswoman. The heartless swordswoman, actually.
Yo, my back. It's you. Oh, I never wanted to believe it. But who else could it have been other than you?
That's enough. The only thing I want to know is, why did you trick me?
Trick you? When did I ever trick you?
You always said the secret tome was a fake. You kept telling us to ignore it, so why did that teapot get involved in the deal at the tea house? And why would he get this tome?
You got it wrong. You got it all wrong.
I don't care who got what wrong. There's one thing from you, and that's it. Tell me what the deal is with the personification technique in this tome.
Are you serious? Is that how badly you want to leave this town?
Personification technique? In the tome? In the martial arts tome of Big Brother? Is this his Sui magic? But he surrendered his Sui magic. Do we even call it magic? His Sui powers. He's mortal now. Technically. As mortal as a long-lived martial artist can get.
Surely you know I have an old friend to meet. All these years I've been begging you to tell me how to leave this town, but you kept on urging me, just be patient. Well, the tome's right here, right now. Any more excuses, mister? You've taught so much. Would it hurt to just teach me one more thing?
Do the people you've laid low in this fight for this tome mean anything to you? You want to become a human, but you forewent learning human kindness and love. You jump straight to human resentment and ruthlessness.
So they're not human. Except for maybe Mr. Pooh, who has been suspiciously not an inanimate object. And he's the one that resolves most of the conflicts that goes on in this town. Who are you, Mr. Pooh?
It will only hurt you if I let you leave this town.
Love. None of you know a thing about the love in my heart. Time's up. Enough hiding things.
I'm sorry, but I'm just as clueless as you about this personification technique. Hate me if you must. Kill me if you like. Asking me to darken my conscience and lie to my students, though. Never.
Mr. Pooh, I've always respected you. So don't blame me. You left me no choice.
What? Before the swordswoman's sword can fall, a blade flies in from outside, sending her skidding back with the might of a thunderclap. Astutely, she realizes her foe's power is beyond the pale, and without a second thought, she vaults through the window and flees.
She ran.
Tianxi Lin, did you hear all of that?
Most of it. And I'd guessed most of it. I can believe you have trouble, sir, but I think you'll agree your actions prior to now have not been proper.
No objections, Tianxi Lin. Oh, I've made a fool of myself with this. Fool of myself. But how did you know I was being held captive by?
A talking broom showed me the way. While asking that, I save you. I don't know if anything can surprise me today.
The broom asked for help. Freaky ass broom, all I could think about is the one from Beauty and the Beast. Wasn't the broom and the candlestick fucking? No. Was I mistaken? Was that something I consumed third party wise? Never mind, I should have kept that thought back at the back of my head.
Sit down, Tianxi Lin. Have some tea.
And as he says it, a plate drags a teapot and a teacup over, and tea is served. Lin Qingyan just furrows her eyebrows at the sight. Look at the bullshit we have to deal with. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest.
These items...
They're the students at the school, and all of them are Geis.
Oh, Geis.
That explains the strangeness of the townsfolk I met today. So is everyone in this town?
Some are humans, some are Geis. As for how many of each, I'm not sure myself. Not anymore after all these years.
Humans and Geis living together? Interesting. Is there a shared mythology between Chinese Geis and Japanese Sugimomo?
The town became this way a long, long time ago. None of what I told you earlier was a lie per se, Tianxi.
I've heard tell of possessed beings born out of Fahrenheit influence, but I've never seen a Geist with intellect approaching that of humankind.
I mean, it's gotta be Sui magic, right? Almost every past Sui event has had gameplay versus these Geists and the paintings, the biddies, but mostly these Geists we had to fight fucking teapots so many times with damage over time. There are some cross-pollination, maybe it's other Fahrenheits messing it. Wait a minute! I just realized, maybe this isn't a Sui thing. I did theorize that there were other Fahrenheits still hiding out in Yan. That one Fahrenheit that was, puppeteering the Shanghai Zhong. Yeah, they also had mysterious Mirage mystical powers. Yeah, during a Big Bros event at Human. The they-them Fahrenheit. The non-binary Fahrenheit that was puppeteering Shanghai Zhong. I remember them now. I think their powers were also kind of misty and shit. Also, what's up, Hermit?
Have you forgotten Tianchi Lin? What rests nearby?
The Tomb of the Sui.
Or maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is just a Sui. I did say 9 out of 10 times it would be the Sui.
Correct. We all know about the power of the Fermit incarnations to possess objects. And Sui was all too powerful. Even suppressed by the town for a millennium. The mere might that leached out of the cracks of the earth sufficed to turn some things ghastly.
Okay. I went on a whole ass tangent about the they-them Fahrenheit. It was obviously the Sui all along, I guess. The cracks in the tomb is affecting the surroundings.
Ordinary people should never know any of that, sir. Who are you?
A pharmacologist at the Sui Regulator. Decades ago at that.
Oh, he's a Sui regulator. Wait a minute. Hold up. Sharp ears, tail, black and white hair. Are you related to Jola? Wait, that would also mean that you were regulated to Lin. Hold up, never mind.
Life ends somewhere, so does knowledge. My Fahrenheit studies were achingly incomplete, and the research had wicked away my own humanity. I handed in my resignation and left to live a secluded life in the mountains. That's when I found this town. Decades ago, this town saw frequent possession incidents, which the Tianchi Bureau would send the Tianchi to quell if it felt like it. But I had to feel sorry for the Geist kind, born into a secular realm not knowing up from down, and how steeped in humanity some were. Their consciousnesses not so far from the humans.
This is like Sugimomo. Alright.
Why simply watch them run amok and be crushed? Nothing stopped me from trying to teach them human rights and values. Maybe they'd even be able to coexist.
Interesting. So you're the reason why... Oh, okay.
So little by little, this school came to be.
How noble of you.
No, I can't be prizing those words from a Tianchi's lips. It's ridiculous on the face of it. I spend one half of my life studying the bestial, and the other half on teaching the Geistly to be human, only to look back and realize I've half-baked both. What do I really know? Still, since sequestering away, I've come to find the little things oh so endearing. I had thought this was how it'd be until my time was up. But see, a few days ago, I received a letter.
A letter?
Classified scoop not for prying eyes. Wait a minute. That's the letter! Who's trying to communicate from the outside? Trying to get the guys to leave?
Someone claims to have gotten a hold of a one-of-a-kind secret tome, penned personally by the Grand Master of Human. Rumor has it was that Grand Master is a Fahrenheit incarnate, but has the capacity to form himself a human body. So analogously, the tome's teachings can allow Geists to become human.
I mean... we still don't know the exact way of how the Sui proxies came to be. They kind of just like manifested their self-consciousness. And that's how they were born. But then again, if anyone would know how to become human, it might be older brother. I keep forgetting his name because he's not really memorable, and I hate the character because he's based off Jackie Chan. So I'm just calling him older brother. Chongyue, fuck. It came to mind. Dang, I had that in the archives. Fine. He did sacrifice his Sui powers to become mortal. He's still kind of like long-lived, but mortal. quote unquote.
Even Human is involved in this. That explains the incident Zola mentioned. Wait, can this tome really make the Geistly human?
I think the old man just wrote a bunch of his kung fu techniques in it. It's gonna be a Kung Fu Panda situation where it's like, here, it's an empty book. Make of it how you will. That's the secret of Kung Fu. Fuck it, we ball.
To be honest, I have no idea if that's true or not. But importantly, quite a number of guys believe it, and it's caused a great deal of unrest.
Right. So no one's sure if the secret tome even exists. But the guys are like, we wanna be human. Just like the Suis. Well, the Sui proxies.
Are you suggesting the letter's writer aimed to sow unease in this town?
Hard to say, you know. Hard to say. All that I know, I've told you now. What are your plans, Tianchi Lin?
Matters of the bestial Sui are out of my job scope, but as a Tianchi of the Tianchi bureaus, guys hurting people is something I cannot overlook. If whoever's orchestrating this has malevolence in mind, all the more reason to put my foot down.
That's good. I could tell you were an upstanding sort. I'm at ease knowing this investigation is in your hands. Tianchi Lin, there's just one more thing. Hu Jun's remains. Could you hand them to me?
Certainly. Are you giving him a burial, sir?
A burial, yes, but it's not just a burial. This study we're in is the Hall of Morn and Eve. Every broken item that rests in here was once a Geist. A Geist does not live and die as a human does. They come alive from humans' attachments to things. They perish when their vessel breaks or the attachment is rid.
It is exactly like Sugumomo's! Alright.
If the broken vessel can be mended, perhaps one day, the spirit can manifest again.
Is this teapot? No, is Hu Jun here?
Hu Jun's owner was a tea farmer here. He loved tea, and knew it through and through. He used to clear a few mu of land in the mountains to plant tea. Every April before Qingming, when he picked and fried his leaves, he'd go around town ladling out well water as he pleased, and all of it filled with the fragrance of tea. But he wasn't content. He devoted himself to finding the best tea under heaven, clear as spring water. One year he heard of the mother tree of Mount Tianti by the southernmost border of Yan. With nary a goodbye, he hired a ship fleet and went south. But once he was gone, he never came back.
Oh! Hu Jun wants to find his owner again. That's why he wanted to leave the town.
A speck of that tea farmer's infatuation dwelt within this teapot, as it accompanied him day in, day out. Who could blame our Hu Jun for wanting to leave the village so?
Was that tea farmer a friend of yours?
From her bag, Lin Qingyan brings out a small box. Safe kept within, there's rest a teapot shards. There rest a teapot shards.
My thanks, Tianxi.
So someone is orchestrating this. Who could it be? If it's fair and myth related, could be the Shanghai Zhong. Considering that big bad older brother is not as big and bad as we seem, because we've basically just turned him into an anti-hero. I don't think, but maybe it is. What's his name again? Second eldest, big bad big brother, the one that wants to fight the bestial Sui. Maybe he's orchestrating this to gather more reinforcements to fight the bestial Sui with the guys. They did say at the end of Blaze's event Was it Blaze's event? Yeah, it was Blaze's event. That a war was coming to Baizhou. That's why Human now is stationed near Baizhou. And Human is the frontline fortress of all of Yan. They needed Human back and all the troops from Human back at the capital of Baizhou. Because a war is coming to the capital. Also, Chen is obviously gonna be involved because her Bloodline of Combat skin. I maintain that. Her Bloodline of Combat skin clocks her being at the capital for a big event. She's gonna be part of the Sui finale, apparently. Maybe it's Chen. Who knows?
Mr. Yun, I've been looking forward to meeting you. I'm sorry. So sorry for keeping you. There were so many mishaps along the way. You said you wanted to tour this town first, yes. Has it satisfied you?
Oh wait, I just realized! The old man with the pocket pancakes! He's an oven! That's why he had pocket pancakes! Old man is an oven, Sugimomo! Oven, guys.
Of course. The people and the whole character of this place have really opened up my eyes. I apologize you had to wait for so long. How about we get going? Right. Come with me.
Alright. We got Geis. We got Sui Fahrenheit references. The story of the stone. Who the fuck is this? And why are we... Now that's a painting. Hold up. Hold up. That's a painting.
Oh wow, that's a pretty stone. Oh, it's got such a beautiful pattern, and it's really smooth. If I carve it a bit, I might be able to sell it at the market for a good price.
Wait, is that... Hold up. I thought the upper half seemed familiar, but the lower half threw me off. Wait a minute, those are Sui forearms. It's Big Brother. I just realized.
Say, my young friend, could you give that stone back to me?
It's one of his stones, man. Don't... He needs those stones. He needs like 100 of them.
Back to you? I found this stone in the river. What do you mean back to you?
It's a stone I wanted to add to my garden that took me quite a lot of effort to find. I accidentally left it here as I was returning back. If you give it back to me, then, when my garden is restored, you could play there. How does that sound?
No, it's yours just because you said it's yours. I saw the stone here and I picked it up first. That means it's mine.
Such an unreasonable little rascal. Alright, then how about this? I'll trade you some other treasure for that stone. Name your price. Anything for the stone.
Really? I want 100, no, 1,000.
Forget hundreds or thousands. Millions, billions. Enough fame and fortune to sustain you until you're old and gray will be yours, just like that.
You...
Do we have a deal?
No, the answer's still no. People are always trying to take advantage. If you're okay with paying that much for this stone, it must be worth way more than that. So I'll take real good care of it. I want to see what makes this stone so special.
Smart kid.
What a clever little one. Very well, I'm in no hurry. When you change your mind, I'll come find you to buy that stone.
Wait a minute. Is this child... Was that Mr. Pooh? As a child? Which means, if he has a stone, that Big Brother does have eyes on the place. So he knows whatever's going on inside Mangshan Town. If there's a stone here in the possession of supposedly Mr. Pooh.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The old man's making trouble even on his deathbed.
Don't say that, brother. Dad's condition is getting worse by the day, and soon. We haven't had the time to be the most filial children. He only has the one final wish, and we should do our best to make him happy.
Our sister's words are much kinder than yours, little brother. Filial piety is the greatest of virtues. You might be rich now, but do not forget your roots. Yes, the two of you speak so highly of filial piety. But who was it who actually took care of him when he became ill? Calling in everyone because of a lost stone. If I went to Baijiao to report it, the Judicial Review Office would have locked me up for obstructing official business. What am I supposed to do, huh? Besides, have we ever had such a stone in our house before?
He found it in the river.
Who knows? As the second young master of the family, surely you are the most aware of how many properties we own. Me? Bah! Stop trying to act all high and mighty. You've never come home once these past few years. Then the moment Dad got ill, you came running back like a dutiful son. Who do you think you're trying to fool?
Oh, is the stone in possession of someone else? Was that not Mr. Pooh?
Alright, enough arguing. If you can't help, then don't cause trouble, okay? That Tianxi has only just arrived. Let's wait for her to find that stone for us.
Okay, we're still in the town. But an old man in the town definitely has one of Big Bro's stones. Ah, wait, no, you're just a butler.
Master, this is a Tianxi from the Tianxi bureaus, and a former deputy at the Judicial Review Office.
Oh, did she not quit being a Tianxi? She just quit being a deputy minister? Oh, okay. Just making sure.
She's here to help you find that stone. Are you willing to tell her about what happened to that treasure of yours?
Or is this another flashback? Is this how she got to Mangshan Town?
There's barely any devotion in those children of mine. Tell them that if my stone is not found, they will not be seeing a single fen of my money. Whomsoever finds that stone for me, I shall bestow upon them half my estates.
So you are the venerable Mr. Wan. What sort of stone is it that you lost?
Okay, I feel like this is a flashback. The stone might be in Mangshan Town, considering that that's probably why Lin came to the town searching for it.
It is a stone I plucked from the river when I was young. One uniqueness across all of Terra.
There are like 99 other stones like it.
What I meant was, what sort of treasure was this stone? Was it jade or some other precious mineral?
Neither. It was merely an ordinary stone.
Then do you know who else would desire this stone?
I do. The one who desires it would never steal it.
Who is it? And how do you know?
Jingyan has many more questions she wishes to ask, but the old man on the bed turns his head away, unwilling to speak another word.
Where was this stone normally kept? When was the last time the residents saw it, and what hour?
It is normally within the small box the master specifically made, which was hidden in the deepest storeroom of the house. The evening before last, I was cleaning that storeroom, and everything was as it should. Next morning, I found the box smashed against the ground, the stone inside gone.
I mean, maybe the old man was just mistaken. He was like, oh, he would never steal the stone back. Did he tell you that? He just said that he would come back to it someday. He never said he wouldn't steal it.
Can I trouble you to show me where the stone was lost? Come, please come in. Today I prepared some meager wine so as to offer you my deepest gratitude. If you are unsatisfied, please, I beg your forgiveness.
Congratulations on your new home, good sir. May your fortunes and profits be grand. Here, a fowl beast from the family coop, along with 2 baskets of eggs.
We're from the same clan and generation, cousin. We might not have been close in the past, but why be strangers now? Please call me Brother Juan.
Why are we following this Juan person all throughout his life?
Alright then, Brother Juan. Let's take these as well. Shoes my mother worked on through the night. Please don't mind how they look. She says she knows how much you've rushed about doing business these past few years. Crossing hill and stream, the boots you buy in town might be sturdy, but they can't beat the comfort of homemade shoes.
Once I've settled down, I will definitely go visit Auntie. When my home was washed away by a deluge when I was young, she trekked several hundred li to give me two sacks of millet. Despite her bad back, I forgot.
All you had left was a single stone. The adults thought you didn't have long to live, but nobody could have expected you were tougher than a rock. You're really something making it through all of that. You made a living with your own 2 hands, enduring a life of hardship without complaint. You've crawled your way out of the backwaters, started up a business, gotten married. You've got my respect. We're just expositing your whole life story.
It's all just luck, really. But since I was forced into such a situation, not charging headlong into the future was an option. I couldn't just lay down and die, could I? I'm truly lucky to have grasped my life back. I can hardly give up now.
The youth holds his hand to his chest, his fingers clenched tight around the stone hanging at his neck.
Now please sit. If we kept chatting, the bruised hawk will all be gone.
Braised hawk. What is a braised hawk?
No rush, everyone. There are plenty of seats for all. Heaven above. Is it really you?
It is the man's.
Yes, it's me. I've come again. It's been quite a while. What are you here for today? Surely not to try to buy this stone again. You're on the mark, I'm afraid. Since you've already settled down, started both a family and business, are you willing to give the stone to me now? Naturally, the answer is still no. Putting aside the fact that this stone has saved my life, just wearing it to bed lets me sleep easy. It's my lucky charm. How could I give it to you? It simply will not do. Just give up already. Very well then. Huh? You're actually giving up? No, of course not. I still dearly adore that stone, but I cannot seize that which another loves.
Okay, he said it himself, I guess. He's not one to steal the stone back.
I shall wait once more. Wait until you wish to put it down, at which time I shall take it away.
This is the storeroom where valuable assets are kept?
Yes, the master kept his important account books and deeds here. Not just anyone is allowed in.
Did anyone enter on the night the stone was lost?
Unfortunately, there was a torrential downpour that night. If I remember correctly, I never saw a light turn on in this storeroom, nor did I hear a single sound coming from it.
Who normally has access to this room?
There are altogether 4 copies of the key to the room and the cabinets. The master's 3 children each have a copy, while I keep the master's copy in this stead. But the stone's box has its own key. The master keeps the only copy on his person at all times.
And the box was kept on top of that standing cabinet?
The master normally does not allow others to touch the stone. After becoming bedridden a few years ago, he has not had time to fiddle with it either, so it has been placed somewhere out of the way.
Account books, deeds, someone who knows what these are worth. If a thief came in from outside, would they have sneaked over here? The residence has many more valuables that would have caught their eye.
Meaning, it's someone who knows specifically what the stone is worth. Maybe within the family, because they're like The family should believe that the stone brought them good luck and fortune. One of the 3 children has got to believe that the stone would bring... One of them has got to inherit the stone, I guess. Maybe someone was a bit impatient. There are 4 suspects. Youngest arrogant brother, kindly older brother, meek younger sister, and then the butler. You didn't think I would leave the butler out, huh? I say the butler did it.
Pardon? Did you say something?
Nothing, just thinking about a case I was recently looking into, but I doubt has any relevance to this. Right, there's something I'd like to ask. Master Wan's 3 children, sort of people are they?
Well, no matter what may have happened, I'm merely a butler. It would be inappropriate for me to discuss the young master's and young mistress's affairs.
Please be at ease. I'm not asking you to judge them as people, but rather simply asking what their day-to-day work is, and under what circumstances they come to visit Master Wan. That is all. This is for the sake of your master's final wish. You may speak freely.
When it comes to the master's 3 children, if you're only to look at their achievements, they would all show great promise. The elder young master, oldest of them all, is a scholar. He always boasted impressive grades, and currently holds a post at the academy. The second child, the younger young master, took after his father, and has recently brought much custom to the family business. The youngest, the young mistress, is uninterested in such mundanity. Dedicating herself to music, she's a musician renowned far and wide.
Based on your tone, it sounds like they have their hidden flaws.
I dare not say. I dare not. Who would care for the opinion of such a lowly servant such as I? But from my bystander's point of view, these 3 children are not particularly close to the master. The 3 of them moved out when they came of age, rarely returning even during festivities.
Does Master Wan have a bad relationship with his children?
Another long story, I'm afraid. When the master was but a shepherd boy, he had nothing. It was only after much bitter toil that he was able to start a family business. But when it came to the care of his children, he found himself willing but unable.
It isn't hard to imagine.
Tianchi Lin, surely you do not suspect.
I simply understand the situation a little better. By the by, why does your master value this stone so? Did he plan to sell it?
That has never been the case as far as I know. That stone is the master's most precious treasure. We staff normally never have the opportunity to see it. I once suggested taking it to the Jade store to be appraised, but he scolded me with a great fury in return. I have never dared mention it ever again. I do remember one thing though. The master once mentioned a strange individual thinking of buying the stone. One who has been thinking for several decades now.
Several decades? Your master mentioned finding the stone in the river several decades ago. Does this place still exist?
Wait a minute. Is the location of the river where Mangshan town would be? Hold up. Flashback. They are using the similar background for the town for these flashbacks. Maybe Master Wan was part of the town. Interesting.
I'll be off now, master. Right. Do I still owe you any wages? If so, I'll think of a way to. It's all settled. Beams and pillars that survived the fire were made of top-rate cedar wood. The coffin makers already gathered them up. The money that's left over, I put it on the stove. Then you could go now. There's no need to call me master anymore. Brother Wan, You've done lots of good deeds, enough that nobody would think you any less virtuous than anyone else. How did it all go so wrong? I didn't do all of that to cultivate virtue and show off. Who would have thought your good name would make you a target for vicious robbers? Damn it all! How could heaven be so blind? Letting such evil men go free just makes it harder for us honest folk. Alright. That's enough of that. I'm halfway to being old and gray, my family and funds scattered to the four winds. Being able to hold onto my own life and the stone means I'm still rather lucky.
The middle-aged man holds a wooden box tight to his chest. The blood slicking his hair hides spots of gray. He is no longer young. He looks exactly like his oldest. The house he painstakingly built, brick by brick, tile by tile, all by himself for half his life, is now no more than himself and the stone. Big bro is back. Look, I know you just had a house fire, but can I please buy the stone from you?
Have I come at a bad time? I'm afraid I can't offer you hospitality this time around. Fate is a cruel, cruel mistress. Here for the stone again. At first, yes, but how do you feel now? Do you believe it to be an ordinary stone? I believe it's a totally ordinary stone, and I'm a totally ordinary person. A gust of wind and some drizzle's all it takes to bury us in mud. I've met plenty of people before, but very few of them were like you, dragging yourself out of abject poverty through sheer stubbornness and grit to achieve greatness. Even fewer can. No, nearly nobody your age can crawl back up after losing everything in a flash. Are you just saying I should resign myself to fate and abandon it all, including the stone? No, I simply wish to ask you one thing. Have you given up? Of course not! I've crawled out of the gutter once and I can do it again. I must crawl out.
The middle-aged man seems to have set his mind on something. He lifts up the box and speaks to the kindly man solemnly.
You always wanted this stone, didn't you? I'll give it to you, but I'm not abandoning it. I'll come to redeem it one day. You mean this is to be collateral? That's right. With it, I'll borrow some money from you. I'll plant saplings where the trees were burned down, and lay new bricks where the walls collapsed. Right. I might be getting old, but I'm not dead yet. It's just a fresh start. I've done it all once and I can do it again. But this time, I'll do it even better.
And that he did. On the Sigma grind set, he sold the stone back to Big Brother. With the money, he restarted his investment. And somehow, he's still rich by the end of his life. And he got the stone back. In the middle of it. I'm surprised Big Bro gave the stone back. Eventually.
I understand. But never mind. Don't tell me you'll only accept it if I give it to you for nothing. I wouldn't accept it if you did. What I want is a totally ordinary stone. You haven't let go of your obsession with it, so this stone would be too heavy for me.
The kindly man puts down the basket on his bag and sifts through it. From amongst many artifacts of porcelain and jade, he pulls out a foul beast crafted of pure gold. From that golden foul beast, he plucks many feathers, also made of purest gold. They are heavy and clink together with a crisp melody.
Here. Why are you helping me? I'm accustomed to the road here. On whichever day I feel like seeing if the stone is still there or not. I need only walk 2 paces to come over. But if you were to fall into ruin and wander off with that stone, I would not know where to go look for it, That would be rather troublesome for me, don't you think?
My man's just has a golden goose with golden feathers.
According to the elderly gentleman yesterday, this should be the area where he found the stone. The river has become a graveyard. Even the trees that only sprouted after the deluge seemed decades ago. There's someone here.
Is this how she fumbled into the town? Children!
Hey, I told you you should have come with us. Look at me. I became a mandarin a long time ago. Doesn't matter if it's the flowers, trees, or vases, or pots. It's in Garden of Grotesqueries. When they see me, they have to bow with respect and call me.
Wait, what? Garden of Grotesqueries? Isn't that the name of IS-6?
What do they call you? The young Minister of Rains. I told you, where it rains and where it doesn't rain in the Garden of Grotesqueries is all up to me. I simply need to jump in a pond and pow! There shall be rain.
What's he talking about?
Sounds really impressive. What about you? What ministry are you with? What do others call you? Nothing. Oh, wait, they call me Great Hero. Great Hero? What ministry is that under? How come I've never heard of you? The Great Hero is a big wooden box. When I'm inside it, nobody can open it. That does sound rather impressive, but I'm a young minister, so why are you a great hero? That's not right. When you come with me to the Garden of Grotesqueries, you shall be called Young Hero. Okay. Look at you, did you just wake up? I'll tell you something. Once we were both in a basket carried on someone's back. The basket's master was carrying us through the river when you suddenly fell out of the basket.
Oh, they're Sugimomos. They're guys. I get it.
Tell me, what were you thinking then? I don't really remember. Then do you at least remember how you woke up? All of our siblings who were brought back to the Garden of Grotesqueries were awakened by the Master. Who knew there'd be someone outside the garden powerful enough to make even willful stones bow their heads?
The Master? Are they referring to the bestial Sui? Because they did mention that. It was the residual power coming out of the tomb that woke up these guys.
What do you mean powerful? He's just a stinky rock, and he's stupid and mean too. On rainy days when you're supposed to rest, he runs out to the fields. When other workers have gone home already, he goes to the river to dig up rocks while his tummy's rumbling. He said he wants to build a new house. He's got no money to get people to lay the foundation, so he's doing it himself with a shovel. He can't afford bricks, so he can make his own out of yellow clay.
Wait, the Master? Are they talking about Mr. Wan? Are they guys servants of Mr. Wan? Wait, are Mr. Wan's children guys?
It took him 7 or 8 years to build that home by himself, but he still wasn't done. As soon as it was finished, he was out the door to go to business. What an idiot. Stupid rock.
Stupid rock? Wait. Are they referring to the stone? Can one of older brother's stones become a geist? That would mean an... Wait. Is there a secret Sui out there that we don't know of? Hold up. The Master, the stone, stupid rock. The only rock that we know is older brother.
He worked so hard to get the results on that business to get results. But once he got robbed, he had nothing left.
Okay, that's referring to Mr. Wan's plotline.
So he did all that hard work for nothing? He could have settled down and lived out the rest of his years earning an honest living, but he just wouldn't give up and put himself through all that torture again. But he's finished now and he's sick. His children are unfilial and the family and friends who visit just want his stuff.
Okay, so these are not his children. These are just random guys who know of Mr. Wan. Also, I don't think the Mr. Wan subplot is a flashback, actually. I think we're still in Mangshan. Wait. Unless Mr. Wan operates outside of Mangshan.
What really makes me mad is that right now he's still blaming himself for not looking after the box. He still thinks he lost the stone.
You're the box. Wait. Mr. Wan's box that kept the stone turned into this confused child. You're the box. So where's the stone? Did they turn into a geist too? Or are you the stone? Is the other child the stone?
Sounds like you're a bit angry with him, but you also pity him a little? If that's the case, why did you run out here instead of staying with him? Because I don't really know. Why does he never know when to give up? I heard from some friends from outside of the Garden of Grotesqueries that things like people fall into holes really easily and unable to climb out their entire lives.
Friends outside the Garden of Grotesqueries, is that what they just call Mangshan Village?
If that's the case, then come with me to the garden. I'll introduce you to my brothers and sisters. They all know loads of stuff, so they can definitely help you figure things out. Garden of Grotesqueries? What kind of place is it? Is it fun there? Of course it's fun. You definitely won't regret coming with me. I'm telling you, that place has... Oh, this is bad. Someone's here.
Lin?
Wait a moment.
Lin Qingyan reveals herself stepping towards a big tree. The two young voices cut off abruptly. There is nothing behind the tree, let alone a child. She looks under the bushes, hidden in the tree's shadow, finding a smooth stone lying there, as quiet as a rock.
Transformed by obsession, as if become an object possessed.
The child was a stone. It became a geist. And it ran off. These two are the stone and the box. So wait, the stone wasn't part of the 100? It was literally just a normal stone that Big Brother wanted? Alright. Why did he just want this stone? If it was just completely normal, not one of his 100-ass Horcruxes.
What sort of obsession has ingrained itself into this stone, I wonder?
Or maybe it's not the child. Have you called us here because you found the stone, Tianxi?
Indeed. Not only have I found the stone, but I also have identified the robber who stole into your manse.
Please don't keep us in suspense. Tell us what happened. Quick.
There is no need to rush. I require a cooperative partner in deduction to explain how the stone was lost and what connection the robber has to it. If I may trouble you to stand here.
Me?
The man is reluctant but ultimately acquiesces to Lin's command, standing next to the towering cabinet.
Now use your key to open the cabinet's lock.
What sort of trickery are you up to? Cooperate with the Tianxi, brother.
Don't dawdle, just do what she says so we could all be at ease.
Huh. In the end, the man continues to follow her command, taking a key from his pocket to unlock the cabinet.
Now what?
Yes, such an act would not be difficult under normal circumstances, but I fear it would be hard to be so nimble in working the lock if it were a dark and stormy night. A few knocks and smacks are to be expected.
Qingyan gives the cabinet a light push. A box atop it falls, smacking the man on the head before it clatters against the floor. The box smashes open, and from it rolls a sparkling smooth stone. She steps forward, picking it up before it rolls onto the out of the storeroom.
In truth, the robber was not after the stone, but rather Master Wan's legacy, locked within the cabinet.
Right. Because all the children know that the rock is worthless, they really only want their father's money. So it was an accident that the rock rolled out.
And in knowing where the house's true treasures were stored, they could no longer hide their avarice.
You get to the point already.
I'm no mandarin of the Judicial Review Office, young master. I have no intention of getting involved in your family affairs. There's simply one thing I must remind you of. Under the laws of Yan, the crime of theft applies equally between parents and children. Where unauthorized alteration of wills involves assets exceedingly statutory thresholds, it shall constitute a felony. I shall ask that you act with dignity.
You. Okay, it was the younger brother.
Young masters, young mistress. Master Wan, he...
Return this stone to him post haste.
It's a jade stone! They did imply that they should have taken it to a jade shop to get, I don't know, to get appraised. That's not one of Big Brother's Horcruxes. He has 100 Weichi stones. That's just a normal-ass jade stone. But why does Big Brother want it?
You and I both see true. It really is a good stone. It never abandoned you.
The old man opens and closes his lips, as if he has much he wishes to say, but ultimately, only a single sentence arises.
It's you. Yes, it's me again.
That same smile hangs upon his face, the smile he wore ever since the very first time they met, when the old man was but a little boy. The young boy plucked the stone from the river, lifting it in front of the passing stranger. As sunlight passed through it, it glowed with a wondrous luster.
So many years, and you visited quite a few times. The last time we met, you could still carry a bench to the courtyard door to enjoy a cup of tea with me. You've always wanted that stone. How many times have you come to ask for it? And how many times have I refused you? Why do you keep coming? Because I really do adore that stone. It also happens to be just what my garden lacks.
Your garden? The Garden of Grotesqueries? Wait a minute. IS6 is your doing?
There was never any special reason for it. Beauty and the finest crafts of heaven and earth have never been rational.
That is a very human thing. Not gonna lie. To be irrationally attached to something so worthless, like a stone found in the river, that's a very human thing. He is no longer part of the bestial Sui. He has become human, self-actualized, with as much irrationality as humankind affords him.
You are a very strange man. Every time I saw you off, I thought, surely he won't come again, right? But you always returned, whether it took 10 days, 2 weeks, 3 years, or perhaps 5. I never understood how you could be so carefree every time you left empty-handed. Every time I descend from the mountains, I gain all that I see and hear, all that I think and ponder. Even if I do not have the stone, how could you say I left empty-handed? All that you see and hear. So, what have you seen? I have seen cool breezes push cirrus clouds, seen fine blossoms and young chicks, and also, I have seen interesting men and interesting things. Whenever I walk home, I would think, will he give me the stone next time? Keep dreaming. You had to keep running over to my place all because I never gave it to you. You call me a dreamer, but are you not the same? True, we're the same. Once I die, you won't need to keep coming over here. Pity. When my time comes, this stone will fall into your hands. Not necessarily. A man's strength has its limits, just like how I carried a basket of stones across a river back then. Despite the care I took, a stone still fell into the river, which was then found by you. Who would have thought you would never let go of that find for the rest of your life? Haha, you knew long ago I would never let go. That's right, you knew long ago. Yes, I knew it from the day you stood in that river. So, what did you hope to gain by finding me? Most times, I simply wish to see it. I adore it, so naturally, I wanted to take a closer look. There are many stones in this land, but not many are interesting. The chance upon it is destiny at work. Thankfully, there aren't many people on this land as stubborn as you either. When it comes to stubbornness, you are many li ahead of me. I'm afraid it's this stubbornness of yours that allows even willful stones to bow their heads. A man has but a single life. From that deluge I found my life again, thanks to the stone, and to you. I cannot give up on this life of mine. That's right, you did it. Despite falling into deep ravines and striking great boulders, you have never once given up. I saw it all. This stone, I give it to you. I give it to you. You.
Wait. White hair? Hold up. I thought second oldest brother had black hair, right? Or did I misremember? It's been a while. Also, your Sui markings are remarkably similar to whatever Sui magics is going on at Mangshan Town. You and your garden of grotesqueries.
Since you have already awakened it, allow it to choose.
The stone became a geist, that's right. It's the child.
You bothered me my entire life for this stone. Now I can finally be free.
Okay, so they're collecting geists. For what reason? To put in the Garden of Grotesqueries. That's why he wanted it.
Yes, put it down. You can put it down now.
Is this a Sui we've never seen before? Am I mistaken thinking that this is second eldest? The boy stares blankly at the stone in his palm. As sunlight passes through it, it glows with a wondrous luster. The river gently flows past, wetting his pulled-up pants. He does not see his friends he always plays with, by the river with, nor does he see the man who always has a kind smile on his face. There is no wind, no trees, no sky. He does not sense a single thing other than the river. Time has stopped at the very moment he dredged up the stone from its waters. I'm really enjoying this Mr. Wan subplot. It's a whole ass story by itself. It's a standalone story, but also it connects with Mangshan Town and the Garden of Grotesqueries, because the stone is a geist now.
Boy opens his hand, allowing the stone to fall back into the river, not thinking about whether it will sink to the river's bed or follow its flow to the ocean's deep. He closes his eyes and listens to the sound of thunder, the wind, and the deluge's roar. Mr. Wan passed away! He finally dropped the stone! One, two, three. Okay. We have the story of the stone now. Who is this motherfucker, though? What the hell are you? I thought it was only Farenmits in this. If you're related to the presence, I'm gonna lose my shit. If you salute me like fucking mulesies, I'm gonna end stream. Fuck you. The story of the stone. Wait, no, that was... Oh, wait. What? Or Sammy. Was that Mr. Pooh's story, or did we... Oh, okay. That was the story of the stone. Or Sammy. It could be Sammy. That's weird, though. We have this sprite for the story of the stone, and yet... Huh... We never saw this person in the story. What the fuck is going on? Bro? Okay. Should we... I feel like that's a good place to stop. We'll do chapters 4 to 7 next stream. But I feel like that's a good place to stop. Also, what's up with this event? Who are we getting? Oh my god, wait, Bison has an exclusive outfit? Older Bison? Look at my mans who's established his own carrier service? Alright, Bison, sure. I guess... Wait a minute. Enfield flashbacks. Alright. Okay, tomorrow... It's been a while since we had Monster Prom Sundays. I'm not sure how we should pick that back up. I kind of feel like I want to keep doing story reading of Fantasy in the Mirage tomorrow. Also, don't mind the feet on the screen. I swear! But anyway, I think that'll be that. We can finish up our story reading next stream. When will this event end, actually? So we could plot it out. Fantasy in the Mirage. This will be open until the 18th, which means it's just a 1-week event. It'll leave on Thursday, so tomorrow, sure. Tomorrow we'll finish up our story reading. I still haven't done the event stages either, though, so there's also that. Okay, there's that. Thank you to everyone who stopped by, chilled out in chat, used us as second monitor content, and watched us read through the first few chapters of Fantasy in the Mirage. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, to read chapters 4 to 7. We gotta find out whether this secret tome exists, why this mysterious Sui is collecting Geist for the Garden of Grotesqueries, and how this will connect to IS-6. Because it's coming very soon, right? It's not out yet? I don't think it's out yet, but it's coming very soon. There's that. Once again, my name is Nez, and thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you friendos next time for some more Arknights. Bye-bye.